En nome do Instituto Urbano Lugris, quero dar a benvida ao profesorado e alumnado que ven de Italia para que compartades esta experiencia. Falo en galego, porque é o idioma daqui. Espero que máis ou menos me entendades, non tan o podo decir en castelán ou en inglés un pouco máis regular. Vale. É unha experiencia moi bonita polo que a que estamos a punto de vivir e espero que esta sesión do Parlamento, non é así? Europeo, do Parlamento Europeo, vaya o mellor posible. Vale, que nos entendamos a pesar das diferencias dos idiomas.
Hello, what are we doing here today? We are gathering here today to hold a European meeting to delve into European institutions and European active citizenship, which is an activity of Erasmus project at a welcome kit to Europe. Who are we? We are students for Liceo Estatal del Cens Human Albertín Sin Vital in Parma. I'm from the IES Urbano Lugris de A Coruña.
Welcome, Europe Day, held on 9th of May every year. Celebrate peace and unity in Europe. The day marks the anniversary of the historic Schuman Declaration that set out his idea for a new form of political cooperation in Europe, which would make war between Europe's nations unthinkable. Schuman's proposal is considered to be the beginning of what is now the European Union.
The European Parliament. The European Parliament is the European Union's lawmaking body. It is directly elected by European Union voters every 5 years. It is located in Strasbourg, France, and Brussels, Belgium. There are 705 members of the European Parliament, organized into 7 political groups according to their political affinities. Members of the European Parliament may belong to a political group or may choose not to belong to any. In that case, they are part of a group called non-attached.
What is the European Parliament? It's the only EU body directly elected by the people. Every 5 years, voters choose over 700 members or MEPs to represent nearly 450 million Europeans. MEPs work on your behalf, debating, shaping and passing laws on issues central to our daily lives. Parliament defends freedom, equality and the rule of law across the EU, and promotes democracy and human rights around the world. It elects the President of the European Commission and makes sure EU institutions are doing their job properly. MEPs decide how the EU's money is spent and sign off on the EU budget. The European Parliament is your link to the decisions that matter.
Any citizen of an European Union country enjoy European Union citizenship and have the right to actively take part in the political life of the European Union. There are 5 possibilities. 1. Have your say portal. a portal to express one's opinions on European Union policies and make proposals to reduce bureaucracy and simplify legislation. 2. European Citizens Panels. Citizens from all 27 European Union countries randomly selected meet together to discuss and prepare proposals to the European Commission. 3. Petition to the European Parliament. Individually or as a part of a group, any European citizens can express a petition to the European Parliament on a European Union-related policy that affects you. 4. European elections. This way of participation will be explained in more detail. 5. European Citizens Initiative. This way of participation will be explained in more detail.
European elections. European Union citizens can vote or stand as candidates in local and European elections, even in their country of residence, if they are citizens of an European Union member state and live in another. The voting conditions will be the same as those applicable to citizens of the country of residence. If living outside the European Union, voting takes place at the embassy or consulate of the country of origin. However, some countries do not allow voting from outside the country of origin, and we cannot forget that voting by post is possible, and in some countries voting is compulsory, for example, Belgium, Greece or Luxembourg.
The European Citizens Initiative is a democratic instrument of participation in European Union, so 1 million citizens residing in at least 7 member states can ask the European Commission to present a legislative proposal to the European Parliament.
Did you know it's your right as a citizen of the European Union to call for change on topics that matter to you? Do you feel that something is not right? You have the power to change it. Discover how with the European Citizens Initiative. By using the power of an initiative, you can influence EU policies in areas like climate, energy, mobility, agriculture, consumer protection, or digital rights. And it's easier than you think. Visit the ECI website, check out the ongoing initiatives, and decide if you want to support one. Spread the word to your friends too. Do you have an idea for a new initiative? Partner with citizens from 7 different EU countries to launch your own brand new initiative. Initiatives need to collect 1 million signatures from across the European Union in 1 year. The ECI Forum is there to help you on this journey. Sign or launch an initiative today.
Good morning. My name is Nuno, and I am the European Parliament's President. In this session, we are considering 3 European Citizens Initiatives. Finally, we will vote them. We proceed first to the proposal number 1, 2024, presented by Anna Solian, Sofia Salati, Narintene Chayer, Giulia Malpeli, Lucia Volpi.
Good morning, everyone. We represent Italian parliamentary, and we're here today to present European Citizens Initiative Proposal number 1 of 2024, which we submit with a total of 1,700,000 of signatures from the European Union countries like Finland, Sweden, Norway, Bulgaria, Spain, Italy, Portugal, and Ireland. We're here today to talk about this proposal of law, also because we notice an increase of aggression in the youth group, and also videos are often seen in the web in which aggressive behavior towards the same family members has been recorded only because of the interruption of an internet line. In addition of that, there are studies showing that the dopamine released linked to the achievement of goals in the course of violent games generate a form of addiction, and that's why we propose you the proposal of law today. The name of our proposal is Prevention of Aggressive Behavior in Adolescents Related to Abuse of Violent Video Games. Our proposal has a lot of advantages, and we want to present them to you today. The first is the fact that our proposal promotes mental and physical well-being and foster interpersonal skills and competencies in the individual growing phase. The second one is the fact that our proposal will be able to reduce the rate of social aggression that could result in a young generation, deviance and criminality. There are
as for the groups that can benefit from our proposal of law, these are the ones. Number one, youth communities whose sense of individual awareness of the consequences of their actions and respect for society is fostered. And number two, placing age limits on violent video games would allow children to relationships and have greater experiences with their families for the purpose of family well-being. Furthermore, limiting use will prevent aggressive behavior towards parents and relatives. And lastly, number three, by limiting violent personalities, law enforcement could act more effectively, creating an environment of public well-being. Schools and sports environments would also benefit because, for instance, the phenomenon of bullying or physical violence toward teachers or acts of vandalism of public school materials would decrease.
So there is any question that anyone wants to raise, or yeah?
Are we sure that violent video games increase violent behaviors? Aren't they rather functional for stress containment?
Okay. First of all, thank you for the question. And about that, there are several studies of scientific community, starting with those done by Bandura in 1950, so showing that observation of violent behaviors induce imitation phenomena. So that's why we talk about the aggressive behaviors about video games, violent video games. Any other? Okay.
The application of the limitation there.
Okay, that's a great question. To answer that, I can assure that there will be made a law decree which provides for a mandatory update in which at the end of the limitation the video game session will automatically be interrupted and stop the function in the video games. I will pass the word to my colleagues to answer your comments.
Thank you. Does anyone want to comment? Yes?
Should those already have a device at home to play video games on changing?
No, because an update will be required that obviously change the settings. Any other comments?
Yeah. How do you protect those who produce video
Please use the microphone.
Okay. How do you protect those who produce video games and those who use them for professional purposes?
Video games will continue to be produced, obviously, while those who use them as professional purpose must use them at least maximum of 3 hours a week if they are teenager, and like the adult can use them at their distractions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We proceed next to the proposal number 2, 2024, presented by Nerea Méndez Sebane and Alma Orozco Echeverri.
Hello everyone, good morning. We are here today to present European Citizens Initiative Proposal number 2/2024, which we submit with a total of 4 million signatures from the following European Union countries: Spain, Germany, Italy, Portugal, Denmark, Netherlands, Sweden, and Belgium. Europe needs to reduce its unemployment rates. With today's digital resources, it's not necessary to work that many hours.
Our proposal is called 4-day working week. It consists of reduce the working days all over Europe to 4 days a week, from Monday to Thursday. That is 32 hours per week. It's an employment distribution measure and will have the following advantages. Higher quality of life. Workers will have more free time. Higher productivity. Workers will feel happier, so production will increase. Less work absenteeism. Workers wouldn't need to ask for days off, and at the same time, they will have less health problems. Employment creation. Companies will have to hire more people and increase in social security registrations, thanks to the creation of jobs.
The main beneficiaries would be workers. Their life quality would improve considerably. The unemployment active population, jobs would increase. Companies, production would increase and therefore profits. The state, the number of people registered in Social Security would increase.
Any questions or concerns anyone would like to ask? Yes?
Would we continue to earn the same?
Would we continue to earn the same?
Great question. And there will be two possibilities. The first one, a proportional reduction in the incomes, or the total maintenance of the salary thanks to the increase in productivity.
Another one?
Could it be applied in any type of job?
Maybe in certain jobs it couldn't be done, but we consider that the measure would be beneficial for the entire European population.
Any comments?
Me. The problem is that maybe companies would lose money because the increase in the productivity might not compensate for the cost of hiring new workers.
Okay, so each case will have to be studied, but there is also the possibility of the distribution of work between the workers of their own company.
Another one?
Maybe it wouldn't be possible in all countries due to the huge difference between countries. In some European countries, incomes are very low and workers may not be able to assume a salary reduction.
In those countries, working hours could be increased to 35, that is 5 days, so that they will not be affected by a salary reduction.
So we are from the IES Urbano Lugris in Spain, A Coruña. That's it. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. We proceed finally to the proposal number 3, 2024, presented by Matías Miguel.
Okay. Hello, my name is Matías. We are here today to present European Citizens Initiative Proposal number 3/2024, which we submit with a total of 1,500,000 signatures from the following European Union countries: Italy, Spain, Malta, Greece, Portugal, Cyprus, and France. 5 school days per week is an excessive burden on students, limiting their time for extracurricular activities, rest, and quality time with their families. The school structure of 5 days of class involves very long school days, leaving little time for leisure and students' personal development. Our proposal consists of unifying the weekly school days across all European Union countries and reducing the number of school days from 5 to 4 per week. Students will have classes from Monday to Thursday, leaving an additional day free at the end of the week. This extra day will provide students with more time to participate in extracurricular activities and spend quality time with their families. By having an additional day off, students can find a balance between formal education and personal development, potentially fostering a more productive learning environment. Some of the advantages of our proposal are the following. This additional day will provide students with more time to participate in other activities like sports, visiting museums, or engaging in youth associations. And students would also have the opportunity to rest and spend quality time with their families. The following groups can benefit from our proposal. 1. Students. They will have more time to engage in extracurricular activities, which will increase students' motivation and academic performance. Number 2. Parents and families. They will see an improvement in the quality of time spent with their children, strengthening family bonds. Number 3. Teachers. They will have more time for lesson planning and professional development, resulting in more effective and enriching teaching. Any question or concerns anyone would like to raise? You.
How will the loss of a school day be compensated in terms of educational content?
Okay, thanks for the question. This will allow a proper balance between time dedicated to formal education and non-formal education. Throughout the year, we'll offer a student an additional day off during the week for personal enrichment activities and family time. Another one?
How will you ensure that the students use their day off productively and not just for leisure activities?
Okay, thanks. First, schools could provide recommendations for students to use part of their free time for self-directed studies activities or research projects related to their personal or academic interests. Next, it would be important to involve parents and families in this process, encouraging them to support and supervise their children's activities during their day off. Finally, educational authorities, public authorities, and the society itself should promote a school culture that values continuous learning and personal development beyond the classroom. This could be achieved through awareness campaigns and offering in youth civic centers of complementary activities such as music, theater, painting, cooking courses, technology courses, and etc. Does anyone want to comment? You.
The reduction of a school day could lead to a decrease in students' academic performance.
Okay. Fewer school days may result in more rested and focused students, in chasing the effectiveness of learning. Additionally, the focus on extracurricular activities can complement formal education and contribute to their preparation as active citizens in our society. Here's another one. You.
With only 4 days of school per week, low-income families may have problems as they cannot afford childcare costs, especially if those students depend on public school meals, breakfast and lunches.
This proposal means a new school culture, as we have already mentioned it, and with the proposal public schools can reduce expenses in transportation, personal nutrition, and in this way, other childcare alternatives could be presented like youth associations to spend the whole day, or youth kitchens, and even public grants could be offered to low-income families. Okay, we are from IES Urbano Lugris. Today is May 9, 2024. And these are the students presenting the European Cities Initiative. Thank you. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We move to vote on the first proposal. We move to vote on the second proposal. We move to vote on the third proposal. In summary, the first In summary, the first proposal has been accepted. The second proposal has been accepted. The third proposal has been accepted.
With this session finishes. Thank you for your attention.
Chao, profe.